Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm doing a new tutorial and it's on this look right here. It's kind of a New Year's Eve inspiration, but I'm never labeling things for a particular event just because you can wear this for any event. I don't even have New Year's Eve plans, but I might do something this smoky and, sultry even if I'm in my pajamas. It doesn't really matter. Just have fun with it. Don't worry about the types of products that I'm using. Just kind of make it your own. Use whatever you have at home. And if you want to see how I created it, then keep watching. First step is to use a base, whether it's concealer. I'm just using my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. Next thing I did was use a dark base. I'm just using the Maybelline Color Tattoo Crayon. So I didn't apply this too neatly. I'm just making sure that it's very opaque. Then you can just go ahead and with a smaller angled brush, just kind of blend the edges a little bit. This stuff doesn't really blend very well, so it doesn't matter. I just want to kind of soften those edges a little bit. You will take some of that color away, but that's okay. Just with a taupe shade, going in, just buffing that into the crease. It's okay to go over the black part. We're just trying to work that into the crease. You don't have to be too neat because we just clean up the edge with a little like baby wipe or face wipe. Going in with the Revlon cream eyeshadow. This is in the shade 730. These actually work very well over powder. So we're just putting that all over the lid. Now going in with my Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette, I'm actually putting this bronzy shade all over the lid. Now I'm going to go in with a very frosty shade, and I'm going to go right in the center. Now with a warm brown, I'm actually just going to add a little bit of that here in the crease. Just don't want this to come off too cool. I'm even going to put that here on the outer corner. Just kind of warm up the outer corner. I'm going to go on with a little black, but I want to use this brown first. I'll go in with a black and just on the very outer corner. Now you can just go ahead and kind of clean up that edge with a wipe, whatever you have. Next, I'm just going to go in with a little liquid liner because I don't want the band of our lashes to show. So I'm just going in, creating a very thin line. Now you can go ahead, put a little mascara on. I am going to tightline as well. I'm just going in with a deep brown. For eyelashes today, I'm using Ardell 600. I love these. They're very dramatic and spiky, and I just think they're a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and apply those. Okay, so I put those lashes on, and we're halfway there. We still have a little bit more to do on the eyes, but I need to get something on the skin. So going in with Too Faced Hangover Primer. Use whatever for your base. Before I go in with foundation, I'm actually going to try a new product, which is always risky when you're one, filming a tutorial, or two, just want to actually go out in public. So this is the new Jordana Sculpt and Go Creamy Contour Stick. They had highlighter sticks too, but I have enough highlighters and I don't have very many cream contours. I only have like one that I actually enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and do this before my foundation so it looks a little bit more natural. I'm actually just going to use my finger to blend a little bit of this out before I go in with my foundation. Now I'm going to go in with my Neutrogena Hydra Boost Hydrating Tint. I can't stop using this product. It's become one of my favorite foundations so far. I haven't found anything yet that I don't like about it besides maybe the price. I did a first impressions. I will link that below if you're interested. Over that contour, I'm just going to stipple the product. I still see a little bit of it. Actually blended in with the foundation quite well. So right now let's do the eyes, going in with the Anastasia concealer. I'm in number 1. I just dip in once with this product. It's very pigmented. Just to kind of disperse that. For concealer, I'm using 2 of the Maybelline Fit Me's, and one is in light and one is in fair. Fair is just a touch too light, so I'm going to put that one right here. Cupid's bow, just a little bit in the middle of the forehead, and then the other areas that I don't want so much brightness and spotlight, I'm going to use fair. This is more my skin tone. Using a flat brush, press it into the skin. For the very inner corner, I'm just going in with a brush here, kind of sweeping it under the eyes. And just bringing down. Grabbing the RCMA No Color Powder, and I am going to set that under eye. Just kind of stamp. Still want to warm up the face a little bit, but using a bronzer as opposed to contour, because I do think the lights totally wash me out, but I do have a little definition when I look in the mirror, so I like that cream one. I gotta use it a little bit more, but for the price, it's like $4.99. Not bad. Grabbing the L'Oreal Glam bronzer as I normally do. Let's just bronze up the skin. I just got to do these brows. I'm just going to use my L'Oreal pencil. Brows done. I just want to finish off with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. And I want my eyebrows to look so bushy for this look. So I'm kind of pushing them at an angle and up. Not everybody likes that look, but I personally love big, huge, bushy brows. I've always had thin brows, so now that I actually have some hair and fabulous brow products, I can finally have it. Now let's finish up the eyes. I want these eyes to look so smoky and sultry. Sometimes I don't like to do much on the bottom because it closes off my eyes, but today we're all about the glam, so I am going to go in with the same liner I used to tightline, and I'm going to go in tightline in my lower rim. I find that using a brown is not as harsh, so use a black if you want, but I personally like using brown. Okay, so I actually pulled it a little bit further down than the waterline because now I'm going to go in with a brush. I'm just going to smoke that eyeliner out. This eyeliner does set, so you do have to work a little fast. And I am actually pulling the color lower than I normally would, just in the center, to create a very rounded eye. It will just add to that smokiness. And now just to add a little bit of warmth so things aren't so dark, I'm going to go in with that like reddish brown that I went in more on the top of the crease. I just used this one here from Kathleen Lights and Morphe. Again, you don't have to use the same products. It's all about just creating the same look. So just use whatever's similar. So we are smokified, and we do want to put a little bit of mascara on the bottom lash line. So you go ahead and just use whatever you're using. I'm just using the Voluminous Feline. I think actually I'm going to add a little brightness in the inner corner. So I'm going to grab my inner corner favorite highlighting brush, and I'm going to go in that same shade we used in the center of the eye. Just a very shimmery, icy color. All right, we need some blush, and we want to keep things a little neutral. I haven't decided what I want to do on the lips. I'm thinking nude. That's kind of an overdone thing, you know? But for now, I'm going to grab my Milani blush in Romantic Rose. This is just a very good neutral blush shade. So it doesn't really matter what you have on your eyes or lips. It will look good. Because I don't want to go too crazy with the highlighter on the face, I'm going to use my Essence Pure Nude. This is a little bit more subtle, and you can go kind of heavy-handed with it, and it never looks too crazy. Before we go in with our lip product, I do want to cheat the lips a little bit and add just some fullness. So I'm using a brow pencil. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is actually the shade Taupe, which is not one I usually use on my brows, but it's perfect to add a little bit of shadow on the lip. So what you want to do is not go crazy first off, because then it looks so obvious. Smile a little bit. I have a lint on my face. Smile just a little bit. It just adds a little bit of shadow. So it just makes my bottom lip look like it has a shadow, which makes it look fuller. And even though we want the highlight on the top, if you do a little shadow on the outer corner, it can make the lips look a little wider here in the outer corner too. Very slight thing, but honestly it does make a difference, and if you go very slight, it doesn't look like you've done this at all. So I think we're done cheating the lips a little bit. Let's go in with our lip product, which is from ColourPop. I'm going to use the Ultra Satin Lip in, what is this, Magic Wand. I think I might like this because it's not going to be too light and concealer-like on the lips, but it won't take away from the actual eye look. And then of course, don't forget to set all the hard work you've just done. Let's go ahead and use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And that is our completed look. It is nothing out of the box. I think it's just very smoldery, and that's what I like about it, but very classic at the same time. I just thought it would be some good inspiration for you this New Year's season, and also anytime, honestly. You can wear this any event you're going to, or if you just run to the grocery store. No judgments here. And don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and of course, if you haven't subscribed, you know where that button lives. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous New Year's, and I'll see you next year. Bye.